going to fall off there and die. Anyway, have I got you just up? I hope I have. But my glasses are dirty. I'm just after putting my special shampoo on my scalp. This is it. And I left it on for a while and then I rinsed it off, and now I've got a towel over my head. It's not working, guys. I don't know what's wrong with my scalp. It's not working. I've got my coffee. Let me get the chat up. Oh, busy, busy, busy. I'll need to go and get gas and electricity as well today. I'm almost out. I was like, what's that noise? And it was the alarm on my electricity box saying you're about to die with no power. Wait a minute, these are oily. Is that better? That's better. There's my darling. So it's Sophie. I felt the grandchild yesterday. Amanda came in and she lay on the bed and she jiggled her belly a wee bit. Hayley, good morning to you. And I felt him rolling like that. He rolled about like that first, and then he done a wee jab like that to his granny. Oh my God, it was so beautiful. There's my Sky. Good morning, Sky. Good morning. Yeah, we felt the grandchild kick yesterday. It was like a gift. It was like a wonderful, wonderful gift that money, you can't buy that kind of gift. Oh, Hayley, it was wonderful. I was almost crying. I was almost crying. It was so beautiful. And I was saying, you just get back in there for your granny. I was saying to it, can't wait for this child. Amanda says, just think, he'll be in that cot soon. I says, and I'll be lying next to the cot like that, wide awake, just watching them all. See when he's staying over, I'll be like just watching them all night long like that. I won't be able to sleep. Don't close your eyes. It was a wonderful, wonderful gift I got yesterday. I wasn't expecting that. Good morning, Marta. Hope I'm pronouncing your name right. And beautiful Germany. As I've said, I've been right through Germany. I was in Munich. I landed in Munich airport when I was 16, and I remember it was the most cleanest place I'd ever seen in my life. Absolutely spotless it was. I'm drinking this today. 57 pence out of Farm Foods, and they're brilliant. Sophie can talk a little bit of German. Sophie can talk a wee bit of German. I can talk a wee bit of a few languages. Only tiny bits though. Sophie, how do you pronounce Marta? Marita? Sophie, how would I pronounce oh no, I hope I've not upset someone. Marita. I'm not very good at reading or pronouncing names, and I do apologise. I don't mean to. No, that's not right. Right, talk me through it again. Marita. Is that right? Marita. Have I got it now? No. I'm sorry. I'm really terrible. You can call me something. You can mess up my name if it makes you feel better. I'm really apologetic. I'm very sorry. Who knows? Right, well, okay, well, who knows? See my title? We're meant to be getting snow, Sophie. We're supposed to be getting snow soon. I'm going to be out there rolling in it. Making snowmen. Oh, just think when the baby's here, we can take them out and put them in deep bits of snow. Like that. Yay! Well, Sophie, I think we might be having some snow. I'm thinking we might be having a wee bit of that. Look, I don't mind that. I don't mind. I need my grass cut though. That's the only thing. It's like a jungle out there. I know they tell lies about the weather all the time, but I'm convinced we are, because it's freezing cold. freezing. My wee hands are all cold. My wee hands are cold. Peggy Sue, good morning to you. Peggy Sue, good morning. My hands are freezing cold. I went for a wee jacuzzi this morning. I was telling I was telling a few ladies up the swimming about my dating escapades. They're telling me to be careful. I probably should be careful. You know what I mean? I probably should be more careful with this dating malarkey. They're saying to me, always go out. Don't be inviting people back to your house. You know what I'm like? I'm like, come back to the bungalow. Come on in. It feels freezing here. Absolutely freezing. That's what it is. Absolutely freezing. But to get my wee coffee. So what did you do at the weekend anyway? What did everybody do? I enjoyed myself. I had a wee party myself on Saturday night. So I did. And then yesterday I just spent the day watching the Golden Girls and stuff like that in bed and eating Chinese food. And then today I had to go up and burn off the calories up the swimming. Saying that, there was a wee lady next to me, we were talking, and she was like, I've put on half a stone with all the eating and drinking. We're up there trying to burn it off. Oh, Sophie made her nails into spikes. Sophie, watch that. Could give you a sorium. You know, see if you forget and you go like to get your eye or something, you're going to poke your eye out with that. Oh, Peggy Sue, I love the Golden Girls. I feel as if I'm Blanche. I'd be Blanche, the Golden Girls, so I would. Oh, see, Sky, well, you know, there we are. I feel comfortable in my own house, but maybe I shouldn't have them staying overnight. You know what I mean? Maybe I shouldn't. Oh, Haley, don't worry about it. Look, it could be worse. You could be me. Look at me. I was on a second date with a guy and I was already lying on the floor with a table on top of me with wax all over the place. It could be worse. It could be like that. I've still got the bruises. I've still got the bruises today with that carry on. You're Dorothy. I love Dorothy's. I love all the Golden Girls. I think they're all great, but I think I'd be Blanche. I think I'd want to be Blanche. We're dating and all that. I think that'd be me. I make a fool of myself all the time. So listen, you could be me. You could be doing what I do. Only I do it on camera and stuff like that. Do you know what I mean? I put the camera on and do it. I talk a lot. See, when I'm flavoured up, I could talk for Scotland. I talk and talk and talk and talk and talk. And then maybe cry, because I'm a wee bit, yeah, see, sometimes when I've had a lot of flavouring, I like to cry while I'm telling you I love you, like that. But I'm not a vicious drunk. Joe, good morning to you, lovely Joe. Thank you for coming in the chat. Yeah, we could walk and walk and walk. Haley, well, the whole table was embarrassing for me, but now it's quite comical. Frank, I'll still drive my car when my son's got his licence. Yeah, I know the cabin song. I love that. I watched Stonehenge and all of that. I watched What Does the Fox Say? I watched all that this morning. It was wonderful. But when Peter gets his licence, he will be insured, so when he's comfortable in the car, he'll be taking me out, we drives and things like that. That'll be good. And then I can go to the beach. I've not been to the beach in about 10 years. I'd love to go to the beach. Joe, I'm feeling good this morning, thank you. Yes, the table story will be there forever. I'm sure Davey will probably mention it to his friends as well about the table incident. You couldn't make that up, really, could you? You couldn't make that up. And then the wax. I've got a forever reminder on my carpet of that night. I've still got the wax in the carpet. Well, what can you do? Well, do you know, I enjoyed myself that night. Riley, good morning to you. Good morning. Thank you for coming in the chat. Yeah. What's the name of that? I can never mind. See the group that sings, "What does the fox say? Dingy, 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 ding, ding." Them, they do some really funny songs, and I was watching them this morning. Oh, I'd love to go to the beach. I love just the smell of it. Do you know what I love? A fish supper at the beach. A fish supper, sitting there just watching the waves and smelling the sea air. That's my idea of having that. So when my son can drive, he can take me places. That'll be nice. Sky, I'm a very naughty person. Sophie's in the chat, she'll know. I'm a very naughty person. That's what I am. I'm a naughty lady. If I wasn't naughty, I wouldn't be me. Do you know what I mean? The naughtiness is. I come with naughtiness. I should have a warning label on me. I should have a warning label on me. That's what I should have. Everybody said, "Oh, you'd be great to come with us a night out and stuff like that." It'd be trouble. We'd end up in the jail or something like that. You know what I'm like? I'd be doing stuff. I like to show off when I've had a bit of flavouring. I don't know why. I just do. Look what I'm doing over here. Look at me jumping in this bouncy castle. Remember that incident in my bad fashion choice that day? Yeah, no. I might even be naughtier than Blanche. Only Blanche is more beautiful. Blanche was beautiful. But she was never short, and it was all like doctors and lawyers and stuff like that. Blanche got, but I don't know where she was dating. See, it was Miami. They stayed in Miami. Do you know something? I've actually seen that house. See the Golden Girls house. See, I think it's demolished now, but in Disney in Florida, there was a ride called the Backstage Tour or something, right? And you go around and you see things from Back to the Future, and you see all different cars and things they use in movies. And they showed you the Golden Girls house. It's just a shell. It's just the front of the house like that. I mean, there's nothing in it, but that was the Golden Girls house. So I got to see it in real life. And then obviously they filmed the show over in LA or whatever, Hollywood, wherever. I've been 5 times, Riley, to the US, but I want to go more. I'd love to stay there, to be honest. I do love the USA. Hence all the American flags in my bedroom. I'd see if they would take me. This is the thing, if they would take me. I mean, I already applied to be an astronaut. I swear to God that's true. Sophie's in the chat. I applied to be an astronaut, even though I've not got an O grade in my, I've never passed an exam in my life. Right, but I wanted a rejection letter. I wanted a letter through the door from NASA. You see, I did get one, and they were very kind to me. They never said, "You're not going to be an astronaut because you're a dafty." They said to me, "You've got to be a US citizen, unfortunately." You know, that was nice of them, wasn't that? That was nice. That was a nice letdown. I was like, that was really nice. You know, these people are test pilots. These people are a genius. Do you know what I mean? They've all got very high schooling grades, and there's me. There's me applying for a job. Anyway, look, you've got to try. I did try. See, if they would have said yes, I think I would have probably pooed myself. Oh my God, I'm going to be an astronaut, guys. The first Scottish, the first Scottish astronaut, eh? Can you imagine it? People would look at me and go, for God's sake, could they not have picked somebody better than that? They let me down, they were very nice. You don't ask, you don't get. This is it, Sophie, this is why I did ask. I did ask. Look, don't take me in that. I'm naughty at NASA as well. I want to jump fences and stuff like that, go places I'm not meant to go. That's how I get my kicks. See, if I'd have found a bit of wire or something, I'd have been, oh, I'd been in my glory. I'd been like, that bit of wire, that's the stuff that the shuttle's made of. Yeah, the fence, there was see, Sophie, the fence said that they would use deadly force. And I'm like, do you know something? I think I can jump that fence. The ex-husband was like, don't you dare, I'm going to think I will. Keep the edgy. Right, here's a wee word for you. See, in Glasgow, right, you know how you've got lookouts, people that look out if you're doing some bad, right? I'll be the lookout. In Glasgow, we call it the edgy, right? So keep the edgy. If I said that to you, you would be looking out for something, right? I was saying that to the ex-husband, keep the edgy, because I was going to jump the fence. And I think he did say, if you jump that fence, we'll not speak the rest of the holiday. So I couldn't jump the fence. That's the only reason I never jumped the fence, because I was ready to do it. I thought I'd be in and out. Nobody would be any of the what. I could have been booted. Listen, I could have been booted out, banned for the USA. It could have been really bad, you know. It could have been really bad. Right, let me dry this hair off. There we are. There we go. Do you know, I don't think they would have shot me, really. I really don't think they would have said, right, I've got a clean shot of her. You know, I'm just jumping the fence. I'm not trying to steal a rocket. Let's face it, it'd be hard to steal a rocket, but you couldn't get one of them up your jumper. You couldn't get one of them up your jumper on the way. What have you got up your jumper? And I've not got anything up my jumper. Shuttle. Saying that, I did see the bit of the moon. Listen, look. See, the more I talk about the cell, the more I'm like that. You're a terrible person, Linda. You know that. They've got a bit. They've got a bit of the moon, right? I've got a bit of the moon there, but this was quite a big bit of moon rock, right? It was like that, and it was flat. It was flat, and it was in this case, this glass case. It was in, right, with lights all on it. Touch the moon, right? Beautiful thing. And you had a wee bit that you'd put your hand up like that, and then you could only just touch them. I was seeing if it was actually glued down. I was going to look. I wasn't going to steal it. I don't know what I was thinking, but I was like trying to. It was well and truly glued down. It must have been Gorilla Glued. Couldn't get it up anyway. But I felt the moon. What's that up your jumper? Nothing. Have you got a bit of moon up there? No. Frank, do I know you? I feel as if I know Frank. I think I know you, Frank. I don't know. I think I know Frank. I'm not sure. So if I've just got a feeling, spidey senses and stuff like that. Yeah, let's do that for myself, because he's annoying me now. You know, asking about my son and all that, that's a bit weird, Frank. Asking about my son and stuff like that, and I don't really know you that well. It's a bit weird. You know what I mean? It's a bit, don't be asking about my son. What's that about? What are you asking about my son for? Hmm. That was just a nosy Parker. I'm a bit of a nosy Parker myself, mind you. A bit of a nosy Parker there, eh? What's that about? You get these people, I don't know what was going on there, but I've got a feeling that Frank's maybe the guy that called me a Glasgow dreg. I've got a wee feeling. That's what I think. Making up sock accounts, do you know that's what that's called? A sock account? A sock account, that they call that. I've not got a sock account. I've actually got another YouTube channel, but I'm never on it. And it was a vlogging channel that I started. But listen, it's amazing I can do this channel. It's amazing I can do this. Yeah, that was weird about my son and the driving. What's that about? Oh, anyway, it just seems weird. That's what it is, and that's what it gives me. It gives me let's make me think that it's that guy again. Oh, this shampoo isn't working. My head's still sore, and I'm trying everything. I've got this ointment as well, which I'm out of. That didn't work either. Do you need to phone the doctors again? Do you know what my dad said to me? Why don't you just shave your head off? Hair off. He didn't ask me to shave my head or shave my hair. I said, no, Dad, I really don't want to be doing that. And then what? He said, wear a wee scarf or something. I don't want to do that. I don't think it would make a difference anyway, because it's a skin thing. It's a skin problem. I'm in top chat, guys. See if he's been talking to me and I've not seen you. Then... Ah, there's my sofa, huh? I know, I don't think it would work, guys, shaving all my head. Yeah, no, shaving my hair off. I don't think it would do any difference. I don't think it would work. And I would just be left with no hair again, which would upset me, so... Is my gold dust in? There's my gold dust. Good morning, gold dust. Good morning. I hope you're doing good. Pardon me. So I don't know how many lengths I'd done the swimming this morning. I didn't do my 100 anyway, because I was too busy talking away to a lady next to me. And then I had a wee jacuzzi. This is all out. I'll be as well using it, putting it on my head. Oh, I have to get my next COVID jab at the weekend, which is going to be good. That's me. That'll be me fully vaccinated. I'll need to get the wee passport thing. I'm presuming you just go on the NHS website. There we go. I think that's it. Done. Done. Are you starving this morning, baby? But you're going to have something nice? I'm going to have a peas and corned beef or something. That's what I'm going to have. There we go. I don't think my scalp's ever going to get better. Do you know that? I really don't. A roll and bacon with egg and cheese. I don't know if I'd want cheese in my bacon and eggs off. I like a runny egg. Oh, with really crispy. The bacon's got to be like really, really crispy. Really crispy bacon. Yum. That's going to be awesome. I don't know if it would be good with cheese. Don't know if I'd like it with cheese. So, saying that, I like the sausage and egg McMuffin. Has that got cheese on it? I'm not sure if it has, but they're beautiful. I've not had one of them in years. A sausage and egg McMuffin. See, you know about all the protein. I just know it tastes good. I just know the stuff that tastes good and it's all bad. See, stuff I like, it's all bad for you. It's bad for you. Well done, that's good. If you enjoy that, that's what to have, my sweetheart. I just like carbs. Carbs is my favourite. I like pasta with chips, like French fries, and a sandwich, a bit of bread to put it all on. So that's carbs plus more carbs. That's my problem, you see. So the McMuffin has got the cheese on it. So the McMuffin's got the cheese. Cheese and see, it's an egg, sausage and egg McMuffin. American cheese, is there a difference? See, there you are. I didn't know. Open mind. There's my open-minded. Good morning, open-minded. Thank you for your lovely email this morning. I read. Open-minded. That's it. The carbs don't fill you up, but they're tasty as anything. Square cheese in the plastic. I need to see that. I always get the, oh God, what's the name of it? I always get the same cheese. The seriously strong cheddar I always get. The seriously strong cheddar I get. I like even blue cheese. I love a bit of blue cheese, so I do. I don't like the blue cheese dressing that you get, but I do like a bit of blue cheese on a cracker. Do you know what cheese I hate? I don't like the cheese that's in the flat cheese. Is that what you're talking about, Sophie? Like the cheese slices? That doesn't taste like cheese. That tastes like cardboard. Yes, there's a lot of moderators in the chat, Joe. There is, because they're my friends and they know when people are trying to wind me up. So, and the regulars here in the chat. Super sharp cheddar. I don't know if that's the same as what I've got. I always mind Ellen DeGeneres talking about sharp cheddar, and I was like, what is that? And it's just like my normal cheddar cheese. American cheese. Sophie, I'll need to find that cheese then, because I love the cheese that's on the McDonald's. I've not had a McDonald's in a long time as well. I've not had a lot. Sky, neither did I. So Sophie's teaching us today. I didn't know there was like the American cheese and their cheese. But I'll need to find it. Oh no, I don't like that cheese, Sophie. I don't like that cheese. It doesn't taste like cheese. Just the cheese slices, it doesn't taste like cheese. The ones that you buy, the ones in McDonald's tastes better than the ones that you can buy in the supermarket. The ones in the supermarket taste like rubber. I like a nice strong bit of cheese. Sky's like, no, she's from France, you see. She's like, no. A nice bit of that, Sky, see if you come to Scotland, you're getting that cheese and you're getting a bottle of Monk's wine. How's that? Monk's wine and cheese and wrappers, that's what Sky's getting when she comes. Welcome to Scotland. A bit of haggis, there you are. Mozzarella, that's the stringy cheese, isn't it? I love that cheese, that's so good. Do you know, a fizzy cheese, there was, remember the fizzy cheese? And you get cheese in a can. Who'd have thought of that? Squirty cheese. Oh, I see, I'm starving. I'll need to go and raid the fridge and look for something cheesy to eat. Like a cheese toasty, but not with tomato. Mind I burnt my poor chin. We are roasting bit of tomato. But I do love a cheese toasty. A cheese toasty is awesome. I might have a cheese toasty now. Yeah, cheese products, Sophie. No, I want cheese. When I eat cheese, I want to be eating cheese. Proper cheese. Proper cheese, not the plastic stuff. Saying that, the cheese at McDonald's is nice, but the ones you get out Asda's not as good. Do you know what they've got in Asda that's wonderful? It's like a round cheese, right? And on the outside of the cheese is nuts and pineapple. And you might be thinking, that's disgusting. It tastes amazing. See, on a cracker, I usually get it at Christmas time. Yes, cheese in a can. Sky, squirty cheese. No, how we've got squirty cream. Right, but we've not got I don't think we've got squirty cheese like that. You squeeze the cheese out. Canadian bacon. I'll bet you that's good. Open-minded. It's a bit of Canadian bacon. Oh. See, I love the crispier the better. See if it's burnt, even better. I love my. Sophie likes the meat raw looking. Oh, I can't be doing with that. No, it's got to be cooked right. Cremated on the outside and cooked completely through for my liking. I've not had a steak. Listen, I don't know what I mean, because everything I'm talking about, I'm like, I've not had that in a while, and I've not had this in a while. Oh, I don't like rare steak. No. Sky's like, that's it. We're not going to America now with the squirty cheese and this. Listen, Bill, I'm going to look for that fizzy cheese. Fizzy cheese. I wonder if it's like the pop rocks. See the pop. Yeah, you've got pie in a can. You've also got is it free Bentos you're talking about? So cheese whiz on a spoon. Ooh. See, there you are. Oh, the chicken in the can. Did you see that whole chicken in the can? Oh, I need to show you that. It's, oh. How's it, Sky? Sky, for if you come over to Scotland, let me show you this. Let me show you this. This delightful cuisine. Oh, no, he's ready for this. Sky, this is what you're getting, right? Like chicken in a can. Oh, look at that. For the tasty. Look, There you go. Chicken, a full chicken in a can. Oh. Oh, and that horrible full chicken in the can like that. Listen, see if it was like apocalyptic, and it was like there was all you had. I bet you it'd be tasty then. A tasty bit of chicken then. Yeah, bomb shelter. That's what it is. Bomb shelter. It'd be tasty then, but that's the only time it would be tasty. That's the only time it would be tasty if it was like that. Look. I watched that lady Amy Made in Japan. She's wonderful. If you haven't watched her show, you need to. And she does cookery videos and stuff like that. And it was her that showed us the chicken in a can. And at first I was like, "There's no chicken in that can. Come on, that's not a full chicken in that can." It was a full chicken in the can. A full chicken. And she tasted it. I think she says it tasted chickeny. Oh. Sky. There you go, a nice bit of chicken for you, some squirty cheese, some fizzy cheese, and to top it off, you've got your monk's wine there to wash it all down. Gordon Ramsay will be shaking in his boots with that meal, won't he? He'll be like, "I'm out of a job. She knows how to cook her." Yeah, she had bread in the can. There was a can with bread in it as well, and full burgers, like a full burger, like a double cheeseburger and stuff like that in a can. So she opened all the kind of things, and I was in doubt. See, when I seen the chicken in a can, I was like, that's maybe a chicken leg in the can. That's not a full chicken, but there you are. Squashed in the can for your tasty treat. Mummy, what are we having for dinner tonight? Chicken. Yay. Give me the can opener. Oh, Sophie, mushy. The only thing I like mushy is peas, mushy peas. Or mashed potato, I suppose you could call that mushy. But that's a bit... That, mushy and moist are two words that I wish weren't associated with food. Moist and mushy. No, thank you. No, thanks. Yeah, the free Bentos pies. I've got a couple of free Bentos pies in there, actually, for emergencies. Like, I've got a cheese and onion pie, and I think, what's the other one? There's a cheese and onion, and then there's a chicken one. Open me, hold on, I'm going to, wait, just stay there. I'm going to show you my pie in a can. Wait to show you this. Which make it. Wait till I show you these. This is the first one. See, it's a tin. Just chicken. The pastry's beautiful, by the way. The pastry's really, really nice, right? And then, if you want a cheese and onion one, in a can. Now they're great. They're good, tasty meals to have. They're good. See if you're not got much food. Voila, Sky, voila. A wee free Bento's pie and some potatoes, and that's it. Bob's your uncle. Tasty meal. There you are, in a tin. No, you've got to cook it open-minded. So you just open it. And it's like razor sharp. So it's a dangerous pie, right? It's dangerous. So you cut this off, and then that's like a razor blade. See, when you take this off, it's like a bloody razor blade, and then you just pop the whole thing in the oven like that, right? And then it cooks, and then it comes up, and the pastry comes up to about there. And see, the proper way to eat it is straight out the tin. Straight out the tin. You don't even need to put it on a plate. Just whack in your mouth, and that's you. Sky, what would you like? What do you feel? Do you want a wee bit of chicken, or would you prefer the cheese and onion? MD? Yeah, pies in a can. And I'm laughing at the chicken. Maybe people are like, well, open-minded, it's dangerous. Sophie will tell you, it's blooming dangerous. It's dangerous. It really is absolutely razor sharp when you take that lid off. I do like a bit of haggis. I don't like it done the traditional way. That's meant to stink your house out, by the way. See, if you do haggis the traditional way, and that's like in the sheep's stomach, you boil it. It's meant to reek your house out. Your house is meant to be reeking. It is. It's, look, see if... See if I was expecting dodgy company around it. You could use that. It could be like James. It could be a James Bond item. This free Bento's pie. It could be. You just take the and flick it like that. It's a deadly weapon. Haggis is barley and other things all mixed in together, and then it's meant to be cooked in a sheep's stomach. But I don't like it in the sheet. I like it just in the plastic. Yeah, there's Sophie telling you. It tastes very herby, I think. See all the herbs that they put in it? It actually tastes quite nice. But I only have it once a year, and that's at Robert Burns night. I have a bit of haggis. Yeah. Mukbang with these pies. Let's do a bit of tapping with them. Yeah, free Bento's. I'm surprised that they're not a thing everywhere. See, I've had this for a while, and it's still good until April next year. What's this one? Oh, that one's for June next year. So there we are. If there's an emergency, we're all right. We've got some free Bento's pies. Everybody, look, this. I don't know if it's just a Scottish. Is it a Scottish thing? I don't like liver. I don't like the smelly liver cooking. My mum used to make liver with onions and mashed potato. Yeah, it sounds bad, the haggis. I must admit, it does sound like something that you'd be like, I'm never going to try that. But It's actually, it's quite nice, and you can get vegetarian haggis now. You can get vegetarian haggis, so. Sophie, the sheep. See when me and Sophie talk about sheep. Oh God, guys. One day it was hilarious. I was at the petrol. I've told you this story, but it was just with the word sheep there. I was at the petrol station with Sophie, and Sophie went in. She was getting something, and I'm looking across the field. There was a field, right, a field, and it was starting to snow, right. It was starting to snow, and I was looking, and there was about 20 or 30 sheep in this field, right, just sheeping away, just doing their thing, but. And I'm looking at them, and I'm thinking, I wonder how much a sheep is. I'm thinking, I bet you sheep are quite dear. That's probably a good couple of grand there, walking about there. And I'm thinking, people could steal that sheep and they bother, and you could sell a sheep, couldn't you? You could just sell it on the black market, like you could sell a sheep. I wonder how much the sheep would cost. So Sophie gets into the car, and I says to her, Sophie, how much do you think sheep cost? And she went, what? I said, sheep. How much do you think a sheep costs? And she went, I don't know, Mum, like maybe a couple of hundred or something like that. I'm going, do you think so? A couple of hundred? I said, do you know, think maybe it's a bit more than that, about 1,000? She was going, no, it's not be that, but about 200 or something like that. But that's, and I was going, do you think? And she went, look at me entertaining you. She says, we were talking about, I said, I was just looking at the sheep there. So here, then we got off the subject, and then we were like, right, but how much would a cow be? A cow? And they were going, well, that'd be a lot more. Eh? I mean, it's a conversation we never thought. Have you ever thought of this? The cost of livestock? Right? No, Sky, a sheep's hard to get up your duke as well, isn't it? A sheep would be hard to get up my jumper. So we were like, oh, here, a cow would be more, wouldn't it? A cow would be more than a sheep. And then I said, how much do you think a chicken would cost? And Sophie went, I don't know, about 20 quid or something. I said, I says, it must be about 100. And Sophie went, Mum, you can buy chickens in Asda for £3. And I was like, I know, but a live chicken would probably cost you about a grand. And she was going, it wouldn't be a grand. You wouldn't have heard this conversation. So the next time she came up, we were on a livestock webpage because we needed to know. We needed to know the price of these items, these sheep and stuff. How would you steal a sheep? And then there was one day, right, unless, now see Mr. Mike and Poppy, they worry things, right, and worrying is, they'll pick up something in their mouth and they'll do this, like a death kill, you know, like shake it from side to side, right, like that. We call that worrying, right, worrying. Oh, look at them worrying that toy. So I'm driving the car one day, and the police come on the car and say, just a reminder, everyone, please stop dogs worrying sheep. And I was like, my God. They're like, now's the time lambs are being born, and it's you shouldn't be worrying the sheep. The dogs shouldn't be worrying the sheep. And I was going, there's actually arseholes out there taking their dogs up into the field. Their dogs are grabbing the sheep and worrying the sheep from side to side like that. I'm like, what kind of world do we live in? So I came home, right, and I was concerned about this, and I said to my mum, I said, they were talking about, like, people taking their dogs up to the fields and letting their dogs in the field and them worrying the sheep. And my mum said, that's what they do, that's what happens. And I was going, really? Really? And she's going, aye, that's what they do. And I'm going, they're sick. Absolutely sick. Who takes a dog up to the field to worry sheep like that? I was like, I've heard it all now. And then Sophie said, Mum, not that kind of worrying. Like making the sheep anxious. Taking your dog up, your dog barking, and then the sheep get anxious. And we're up with, I thought they were talking about like worrying the sheep, like picking the sheep up and doing that. I was thinking some maddie was up in the fields just letting her dog out to go absolutely toe in the field. Oh, do they really? See, I had no idea, but there was something, watching the sheep, I was thinking, that farmer's got about 2 grand walking about that field there. That's a lot of cash. And I was thinking, somebody could just go and take a sheep, couldn't they? They could just go and steal a sheep. Yeah, they're allowed to shoot your dog. Hence, poor Harvey, our dog, our Dalmatian Harvey. We went a picnic. Every time we went a picnic, we all went away happy. See, when we came home, we'd all be miserable. It's just the way it was. And we took Sophie and we went away up in the Campsie Hills that I'll show you. We up in the Campsie Hills. We had our big Dalmatian dog with us, right? So first of all, Sophie wanted to take her socks and shoes off, and I said, yes, on you go, because it was a nice day. She stood in glass, cut her foot open. I put her on top of my white car, and it was like a murder scene, right? And I'm like, we need a doctor. We need a doctor. We're up in the house. Is there a doctor about? There was another couple having a picnic, and that was it. I need a doctor. I was shouting all that kind of stuff, right? Anyway, we get the bleeding to stop, right? And then we were already stressed out. So there was a big field. Nothing in the field. The field was empty. Nothing in the field. So we let Big Harvey into the field, right? And as soon as we let him into the field, bang, 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 all these sheep all start coming up. I think Harvey thought it was other Dalmatians. Away he went like this. He was diving away after the sheep. The farmer's going to shoot him. The farmer's going to shoot. I was shouting for a doctor a minute ago. Now the farmer's going to shotgun the dog. Like that. Eventually we got the dog back. Nobody was shot that day or anything like that. But that was another picnic that went wrong. We all went out like that, all happy faces. We all came home like that. Don't talk to me. Just don't even look at me now. Look, this is it. You can't take me places. Even up the hills, it's dangerous to take me. But who's breaking glass up the mountains, up the hills? Some a-hole has went up there and smashed a bottle and not even picked up the glass. Just left it, and then Sophie stood on it. That was a day. That was a day and a half. See, I love the sound of the cockerels in the morning. I love that. Sophie loved that. She used to chase them. We went to the Isle of Bute, and there was this wee cabin that we stayed in. It was beautiful, and all round about there was peacocks and peahens and geese. They're quite nasty geese, and chickens, right? Chickens. So in the morning, the chickens would be crowing and all that, and the peacocks would be fluffing their feathers up, and Sophie would be wanting to clap them, chasing them. And I'm like, Sophie, stop chasing them. And she's going, I'm not chasing them. She was still chasing them. And she got that close to them. You hear me on there was a camera, and I was going, it's going to peck you. It's going to peck you. I know Amanda was only like 2 at the time, and see if she heard it go, cock-a-doodle-oo, she'd go, shh, rabbits. Like that. Everything went in the bin. Amanda would pick up everything and just put it in the bin. You'd be sitting going, where's my glasses? Have a look in the bin. That's where they'll be. No, Sky. No, the sheep don't have guns. The sheep definitely don't have guns. But yeah, this is the kind of crazy stuff I talk about. Look, it just comes into my head. That day I was thinking to myself, God, that farmer must be well in the cash. Do you know what I mean? Having all these sheep all just walking about. I'd never thought of it before. I don't know if anybody ever has stole a sheep, because I mean they're not going. You'll not be able to put them on Facebook and say I've got a sheep here for somebody to buy. I think you'd be caught out. So there you are. That was a funny day. But Sophie's face, she's going, I can't believe I'm entertaining you. What? What is it? Oh, it's probably, I've got a feeling it's, see the guys that I was dating, I think it's them. Asking me about my son driving and stuff like that. It's a bit weird. Aye. It's a bit weird, and I think it's because I had a conversation with the guy about my son passing his driving lessons and about once he passes his test, getting him insured for my car, etc. So it's probably him. This is it. I'm going to have him annoy me now, ain't I? I'm going to have just put him out. See, he comes in and starts. Just put him out. I can't be annoyed with the nonsense. Oh, is it lovely? I think we're meant to be getting snow, Celia. We're meant to be getting snow. I hope, see if we are, I'm going to go out and make a snow angel. That's what I'm going to do. I love the snow. Love it. The only thing is I don't like driving in it, see, and then I wouldn't be able to go my swimming. See if it could snow on a Saturday and Sunday and then be okay on the Monday. That would be ideal. God, if you're listening, that would be ideal. And I'm feeling Christmassy as hell already. I've already watched the Nutcracker Ballet. I've already watched it. I'm in the mood. As soon as these come down, the tree's going up. And I'll take you, you can come out with me, and we'll put the pink tree up, because that's not as much hassle, the pink tree. Big tree, a lot of swearing, things getting smashed and through and stuff like that. Oh, Celia, I had Frank, and I think that was one of the guys that I was seeing. I just have my two up, open-minded. I'll just have my two up. See, this is it. I don't know what I'm doing. See all this date malarkey? It's a bit dangerous, isn't it? But I laugh in the face of danger. It is cold, cold, cold. I've got my heating on. But I'm taking a hot flush now, so I've got my fan on, heating on, fan on, heating on, fan. This is me every day. House coat on, house coat off, house coat on. Oh, Celia, thank you very much. Alright, maybe it was. He always comes and asks about driving. I don't like people asking personal questions about my son and that. You know, that's a bit creepy to me. That's a wee bit creepy. I don't like that. You know, I'm on YouTube, my son's not. That's how when the grandson is here, there'll be no pictures or anything like that, because there's a lot of crazy folk out there that I end up befriending. I end up, and then I'm like, oh no, oh, what have I done? I love this. This is my favourite season, is autumn. I will be taking these a drive actually, but I'll wait until there's more leaves on the road, because I love driving when it's autumn. And remember, our petrol station sells pumpkins in case you've got a pumpkin emergency and you can't get one in Asda. Did you see my wee? Wait, I'll show you this is a real pumpkin that my brother gave me. Wait, I'll show you this. I'm going to need to carve it. I might put the camera on and carve it with these. Look at this. Look. Yes, I've got some outside as well, open-minded, but I'll show you what I'm looking at right now. I've not got my lights on, mind you, but it's a bit spooky. It's a bit spooky. He's the spookiest of all. Do you know why? See that bit of white there? His face get ate off in the loft with rats. The rats are away now, but remember, like months ago, I could hear running about up there, up in the loft. Well, it was rats, because the man next door had seen them on his camera. So, yes, he's all decked out as well, Celia. He's got it's on my Facebook. Aquaman's all dressed up for his Halloween. He's all dressed up. But this wee pumpkin, it's a real pumpkin, and I think I should maybe, although it's beautiful the way it is, can you imagine carving such a tiny, tiny pumpkin? I can't remember the name of it. My sister-in-law told me the name of it, but it looks as, it's in the shape of a Cinderella pumpkin. Isn't this amazing? I'm absolutely in love with it. I'm sad that it's a real pumpkin and it's going to die. See, there's me feeling things for animate objects. This is what I do. Not only, see, this is me. I start feeling sorry for things that aren't alive. Munchkin pumpkin, that's what it'll be, Gold Dust. She got it out of Marks and Spencer, so I start feeling sorry for it. It's going to die, this pumpkin. It's going to die. I better take lots of pictures because it's going to die. I'm terrible. I'm terrible at that. I get attached to stuff. He's wearing a mask and he's wearing a pride cape. I've never cooked pumpkin at all. I've never even tasted pumpkin pie. I mean, should I really be allowed to go to the USA, you know, after not being able to even eat pumpkin pie? I've never had pumpkin pie, pecan pie, cherry pie. The only thing I've had apple pie. I've had that. I've not had much in the way of variety over the years. But listen, see, when I was growing up in Glasgow, right, it'd be mince and totties would be like your staple dinner, or stew, or hot pot, or things like that. Do you know what I mean? That's what you would live on. You would live on that. There'd be no quinoa or whatever it's called. There was nothing like that back in my day. Nothing like that back. You ate what you were given, and that was it. So we never had anything. In fact, see, when I was growing up at Halloween, we carved into turnips. Because there was no pumpkins. You couldn't find a pumpkin in the shop. There wouldn't be any pumpkins. I know this is hard to believe, but there wasn't any pumpkins in the shop back then. So we used to carve turnip. And see, if you've ever tried to carve a turnip, by God, it's difficult. It's really, because they're really hard to, compared to a pumpkin, really hard to carve. But they were always right spooky. And I always remember the smell of the candle inside and it burning the top of the turnip. And that smells like a Halloweeny smell. See, one day, when I win the lottery, I'll be able to go to the USA for a full year and just experience everything, because I want to do the groundhog thing. I want to go to Groundhog Day. I want to do that, and I want to be in New York at Christmas time because I want to see the Christmas spectacular with the Rockettes. Ah, that's great, gold dust. Because, and I'm swithering if I should carve it or not, because I mean, how would I carve it? I mean, I would need to just carve it here. I'd need to make that bit the lid, because I don't know if I want to. I'll wait until it's almost dying, and then I'll carve it, because it's too pretty just now to carve. Yeah, the turnips really did look creepy. And we used to, listen, there was no health and safety back in my day. Right, we were only wee, but we would still be out with a flame inside. It would still have wouldn't it be pretend candles? It was like proper flames back then. Oh, Millen, good morning to you. No, the Rockettes, I'd love to go to New York to see the Rockettes. I know that they're in Radio City. And the Rockefeller, round about the Rockefeller Centre, I know they're there. So I've always wanted to see because I've watched it online, but I've never actually been there. I've always wanted to see the Rockettes, because I love all that, see, like musicals and stuff like that. I love all of that, so I do. And it'd be dead. It looks really, really festive. But this year we've got our pantomime again, which is good, because last year we never had our pantomime. And it's Robin Hood this year, so that should be good. And then I would love to go to St. Petersburg in Russia to see the Mariinsky Theatre, to watch the Nutcracker. So, see, I'm going to be jetting off. See, when I'm a millionaire, when I win the lottery, and I'm going to be jetting off all these places. Yous are coming with me. We're all going together. See, I've only ever seen New York at Christmas time on like YouTube, which is great, and it looks buzzing. You know, it looks beautiful. I would love to see the big Rockefeller Christmas tree, because you know Christmas trees are my thing. I love Christmas trees, and I think it would just take my breath away looking at that tree. But remember last year's tree, they had to hammer in, they had to get branches for other trees and hammer them into that tree. Remember when there was bare parts to that tree, but they did make it look beautiful. They did make it look beautiful, but they had to hammer in other branches. Yeah, I know. Wouldn't that be awesome? I have actually got a Cinderella dress in there. I have got a Cinderella dress. I could dress up as Cinderella. See, now I want to dress up as something spooky this year for Halloween. I watch a lot of these ladies that do the makeup videos, and some of their makeup techniques is awesome. I might try to do something different this year. We'll see. But anyway, guys, I'm going to go and I'm going to make myself something to eat. All that talk about food's made me hungry. And I love you all very much, and I'll be back again to see you tomorrow. So have a wonderful day, everybody. Bye.